Hello and good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, and I just wanted to show you a little bit of the craziness that we Wisconsinites are. We still have winter. We had about another inch of snow last night, which is all fine because it's getting warmer, so yeah, great. Anyways, but the craziness consists of a certain number of things that we Wisconsinites like to do year-round. So one of the things is fishing. We do not do that only in the summer, but also in the winter. In the winter, as you might know, our lakes and everything will freeze over. But we do have lakes, and when they're frozen, they look like this. And there's a car coming actually off the lake right now. So, yes, it is getting cold enough before we can go ahead and drive on our lakes. That's something I'm about getting ready to show you here, because despite the freaking cold temperatures we mostly have, people will not stop fishing. A lot of people go ahead and use boat ramps like this, and not sure if you can see that over there. So give me a moment, I'll try to turn the camera around. But as you can probably see there in the background, there's people on the lake back there. They have like little huts, houses, little shelters that they literally sit in. And they sometimes, or most of the times, actually have a little heater in them. And in those huts or shelters, there is usually either a hole in the floor or you don't have a floor at all. They take the big trucks, and at the beginning of the winter, usually either snowmobiles or ATVs, drag those out in the middle of the lake. And then they sit in there in the mornings and evenings and go ice fishing. Just like if you might have watched the movie Grumpy Old Man with Walter Matthau, that is about what is going on here. And it's not a joke. It does happen. It is happening every year again. And people absolutely love it. I'm not the fishing type of person, so, well, there goes that. Anyways, there's another car that's fixing to probably come back on shore again. So that's out in the middle of the lake. This is one of the docks that actually goes out into the lake in the summertime. So yeah, that's what we do. That's one of the fun things. The other big Wisconsin thing is drinking, which I'm not necessarily a big fan of either. But a lot of the people do like their beer. We have a lot of beer breweries, mini breweries, micro breweries that are local and local only. And there's a truck coming on shore. And so everybody goes ahead and usually has about a beer a day, which keeps us healthy, young, and well preserved most of the time. So the saying goes here that it is 5 o'clock somewhere, which means that you're done with your daily work. You go out and you celebrate that with a bottle of beer or your other poison of choice. Now, the third thing that we like to partake in here in Wisconsin year-round is hunting. There's usually a hunting season for everything out here. Shall it be gun season, bow season, anything to that effect, trapping season. So we're usually hunting something, somehow, in one way or the other, year-round. There's different regulations from the DNR out that tell you exactly what you can hunt and how you can hunt them. So, and the other thing about the fishing part is we have a really nice poster here that is right by the lake that tells you exactly what types of fish you can expect to get and find in this lake, which is the lower end of Rice Lake here currently, which gave the town here its name. It's the next biggest town that actually has a Menards or home improvement store of some sort. So anywhere you're living in about a 1.5 to 2 hour mile radius of here is where you're coming to get your big stuff shopping done. If you need any home improvement needs or have some more needs on farming and livestock and whatever have you. And if you can't find it here, you literally have to drive like about a 2 hour drive from here to somewhere else, to a store that does have it, to the next bigger university city. If you will look it up on the map, we're on the pretty much westernmost side of Wisconsin. We're on the westernmost tip of Lake Superior, which is the biggest, coldest and deepest lake of the Great Lakes. If you go down from the very tip of the Great Lakes, there's a city called Duluth, which is on the Minnesota side. Superior is on the Wisconsin side. From Wisconsin, pretty much almost straight down goes Highway 53. And along that Highway 53 is where you find most of the cities, including Rice Lake. And don't forget to comment and like and subscribe, because, come on, let's help our birds out, get monetized, and we can go from there. Just a little anecdote from around here while I'm here in town. And I needed to show that to some people because they wouldn't believe me that in the wintertime we literally live on the lake. We walk on water. So herewith the last shot of the lower part of Rice Lake in the snow, because we're supposed to get a warm up this weekend, going 30 and even into the 40s next week. Happy. And from there on out we'll hopefully go into spring. With that, we shall see on how fast the snow melts. Oh, and there's also always a big contest going on every year after we have our deep freeze. Towards the end of it, the city of Rice Lake actually has a contest. They put a big heavy contraption out on the lake about 100 feet in, and you can go and bet on it, on when exactly the ice will be thin enough that this thing will go through the ice into the lake, which they later fish out, of course. And not counting all the cars that do get cracked and fall into the lake during the beginning and or the end of each winter season here. We have that contest going on just for the fun of it, plus polar plunges, which is pretty much you somewhat dress up, you overcome your inner worst enemy and the cold, and you literally jump into a hole into the lake in these frigid temperatures. Yes, people do that. And that is another thing they have every year, polar plunges. So with that, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all. Remember, wash your hands, wear your mask. Well, hopefully soon is over. And with that, we'll see you soon back on the farm. See you soon!